Imagine a world where guilt is a more formidable prison than any brick-and-mortar structure. Welcome to the mind of Rodion Raskolnikov, the tormented protagonist of Dostoevsky's seminal work, Crime and Punishment. Dostoevsky, a master of psychological realism, weaves a tale of a young man wrestling with the most profound of moral dilemmas. What drives Raskolnikov to commit his terrible crime? Is it desperation, arrogance, a twisted sense of justice, or perhaps a cocktail of all three? Raskolnikov, a broken, disillusioned former law student, succumbs to the darkest corners of human nature when he murders a pawnbroker and her sister. His motivations are complex. On one hand, there's the utilitarian argument, the idea that his crime could serve a greater good. On the other, there's the intoxicating allure of asserting himself as a superior being, one who's not bound by the same moral laws as the rest of humanity. But Dostoevsky doesn't let his protagonist off the hook that easily. Raskolnikov is haunted by his actions, plagued by a guilt that gnaws at him until he's forced to confront his crime. His punishment, it seems, is not the physical reality of prison, but the psychological torment of his own conscience. And then there's Sonia, a beacon of hope and redemption in this bleak narrative. A prostitute driven to her profession by extreme poverty, Sonia represents the possibility of salvation. She's the one who ultimately guides Raskolnikov towards confession and atonement. In the end, Crime and Punishment is a study of the human condition. It explores the dichotomy of good and evil, the struggle for redemption, and the power of guilt and conscience. It forces us to question our own moral compass and the lines we are willing to cross in the name of survival or supremacy. To summarize, we've delved into the intricate characterizations in Crime and Punishment, unraveled Raskolnikov's motivations behind his heinous crime, and examined the role of guilt and redemption in this gripping narrative. We've seen how Dostoevsky uses his characters to probe deep into the human psyche, revealing a world where moral boundaries are blurry and punishment often comes from within. So, next time you pick up a novel, remember that a character's actions are never just black and white. They are a product of their circumstances, their beliefs, and their internal struggles. And perhaps, just like Raskolnikov, they might be wrestling with their own versions of crime and punishment.